The Noble Nature poem is written by Ben Jonson. He was an English steward dramatist, lyric poet, and literary critic. He is generally regarded as the second most important English dramatist after William Shakespeare. The structure of this poem is, it has 10 lines in which two quatrains, two 4-line stanzas, followed by one concluding couplet. It means one 2-line stanza. The poem follows ABABCC rhyme scheme, where the first and third lines rhyme, the second and fourth lines rhyme in 4-line stanzas, and the final 2 lines they rhyme with each other. Now let's see line by line explanation of the poem, The Noble Nature. The line 1. It is not growing like a tree in bulk that make man better be. It is not growing like a tree in bulk that make man better be. The poet starts by stating that a person's worth, a person's greatness is not determined by their physical size or how much they grow over time, by saying it is not growing like a tree. Being large, being bulk like a tree, it doesn't necessarily make someone better or more virtuous. Let us see the next. Or standing like an oak, 300 years, to fall a log at last, dry, bald and sere. He uses the example of an oak tree. This oak tree can live for 300 years, only to eventually wither and fall. It becomes dry and lifeless. The idea is that simply living a long life without purpose or beauty doesn't add value. Now let's see the second stanza. A lily of a day. A lily of a day is fairer for in May, although it fall and die that night. Here the poet contrasts the oak with a lily. Lily is a delicate flower that blooms for only a day in May. Even though the lily's life is short, it is considered far more beautiful. The short duration of its existence doesn't diminish its worth, but instead that beauty enhances its beauty. It was the plant and flower of light. The lily is described as a plant and flower of light, symbolizing purity, beauty, and something almost like divine. Its fleeting nature makes its presence more special and bright, like a brief moment of radiance. Next, let us see the concluding lines. In small proportions. In small proportions, we just beauty see, and in short measures, life may perfect be. In small proportions, we just beauty see, and in short measures, life may perfect be. The poet concludes by saying that beauty and perfection are often found in small and brief things. A short life that lived well, it can be just as perfect and even more than a long life. It is not the length of time, it's not the length of life that makes a life valuable, but the quality and beauty within it. The Noble Nature poem reflects on the idea that quality matters more than quantity in life. Using the metaphor of a tree and a lily, Jonson suggests that simply living a long life like a oak tree doesn't necessarily make a person better or noble. It is living a beautiful, purposeful and meaningful life, even if it is short like the lily, it is what makes life noble and perfect. Now let's talk about the summary of the poem. It is a poem that teaches us an important life lesson. It is a poem that challenges the very idea of success and greatness. This poem can inspire us to live a life that is not just long but a meaningful life. Let's start with the image of a tree. Trees grow slowly, trees grow steadily, year after year. A tree builds its bulk, its height and its strength over time. It stands tall, unwavering as time passes. But let me ask you this question, is this the model of a perfect life? Just because something grows large and lasts long, does that make it better? That's the question the poet wants us to think about. Is it a good model? We admire trees for their strength and longevity, but Jonson argues that this is not the best model for a good life. He points out that some trees, like the mighty oak tree, they may live for 300 years, but how does that oak tree end its life? It eventually becomes dry, it eventually becomes bald, it eventually becomes lifeless. So nothing more than a log. It lived long, but what's left? There is no beauty, no vitality, just a hollow memory of what it once was. Now let us contrast with lily. The lily, Jonson says, it shines for only a day in May. Think about that for a moment, a single day. But that one day, it is filled with brilliance, it is filled with beauty. The lily captures the sunlight, it brightens the world, and it makes us pause in awe of its delicate perfection. It doesn't last long, but it doesn't need to. Its impact is immediate and unforgettable. Jonson calls the lily the plant and flower of the light because in the brief fleeting moment, the lily embodies something almost divine. It presents the idea that even something short-lived can radiate beauty, purpose, and meaning. The lily, with its short life, stands as a reminder that we don't need a lot of time to make an impact. We just need to shine while we are here. We don't have to be the tallest tree in the forest or live for centuries to be great. We just need to be like the lily, shine in the time we are given, bring light and beauty to the world, and live with purpose. So, dear friends, my dear students, let's not measure our lives by how long we stand, how much we accumulate. Let's focus on the moments when we truly shine, when we bring light to others, and when we live with meaning. That's what makes a life noble, and that's what makes a life worth living. Thank you.